And we want to bring in Pat Kessler right now. Pat, I know that we knew there were going to be protests, but I don't think anybody pictured this happening.
Yeah, this is really a shock to a lot of people. We are witnessing one of the most unreal moments in American history, I think. Remember that on this day for 230 years, the United States demonstrated to the world a peaceful transfer of power. But as recently as this morning, President Trump refused to concede that he lost the election or to commit to that peaceful transfer. So for months, he's been pushing false election conspiracy theories that have been rejected by voters, by state officials, and by the courts, aided and abetted by leaders in Washington challenging the election of Joe Biden as president. I think giving people false hope that this election can be overturned without telling the truth about it. It cannot. And so a raucous but completely legal protest. Look at this. It turns violent and a destructive riot at the Capitol. Pro-Trump rioters assaulting the symbol of American liberty, stopping Congress from naming the new president today. Shocking scenes of a mob breaking and entering in the House and Senate chambers in President Trump's name, threatening elected representatives performing their duties. And for hours, until just about an hour or so ago, President did nothing to stop it. And I think we just have to stand back and take a look here, because this has never happened in America. This is history, and the whole world is watching. It's history, but not in a way, I think, that we want to be remembered. Absolutely not.
Hey, Pat, is there any chance that in a positive way this is a watershed moment with the fact that these folks, their offices, some of them have been overrun, they're huddled together now and they're looking at this, and I've seen nothing but universal condemnation from left and right. Is this the moment they come together and go, enough is enough and we have to stop this? Or is that just Pollyanna?
Yeah, we don't know the answer to that question, Frank. It's a great question. I think everybody wants an answer to that. We don't know if this is the end of what's been a terrible couple of months after the election, or if this is the beginning of something that could get even worse. And as for tonight, the Congress, the House and Senate, Democrats and Republicans vow that they are going to get back together tonight. They're going to continue the work of counting the electors and the Electoral College and asserting and winning for Joe Biden the presidency. That's what's going to happen tonight. What we don't know, we still don't know this, as to whether the protesters, the people who want to overturn the election, the Republicans, are going to continue what they were doing earlier. I gotta believe this is a wake-up call. If this inspired or instigated this violence, it's got to be a wake-up call for everybody there. Do you continue with this, or do you go ahead and do what we've been doing for 230 years in this country? And that is making Joe Biden, making the next president, a peaceful transfer of power.
Yeah, they're going to have to make that decision pretty quickly, don't you think?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Pat. So great seeing you.
Yeah, good to have you with us, Pat.